You're tuned into Taiwan Grooves. Let's explore the local music scene. Greetings to everybody joining me for this episode. Today we're going to continue our interview with Taiwanese soul singer Yufu, who is back on the show after some time. Since then, he has released his new album Heal Me Good, and in the last episode, he shared with us some memorable shows and the main theme and idea of the album. Now today, we're going to talk about the power of soul community. You'll also learn who helped him get unstuck in making music at some point, some of his upcoming shows, and we'll get a taste of two of his tracks. So relax and let's learn more about soul music. We kind of mentioned this on recording and off recording before. You do have a lot of shows coming up in Taiwan and you do shows in Taiwan constantly. Do you also do something extra to bring the soul scene here? Like, do you push the music somehow to make it heard and visible? Or do you focus on global countries, like where it's more popular?
Oh, good question. I never thought of this. Like, to me, the soul community is just equal everywhere. And then I think in Taiwan, we get to do a little bit more because, you know, we live here and we get the resource. Like, for example, with the Billboard Live, we're going to do some special stage setup. And I think in Taiwan, it's easier to do something extra. But for example, in Japan or in China or in Europe, we try to do different songs to play with, different audience. And we try to bring different elements all the time. Our song list is like ever changing. Like, I'm constantly twitching the vibes and, you know, the little details just to get people joining the sound and everything. I think it's a really good question because I never really thought about the extra stuff, additional stuff. I guess it's pretty much the same.
What I mean maybe is like somebody publishes an album and Mundi Shake I mentioned or someone else, like they sing in English, right? Maybe their style will be more tolerated in different countries. So like they will do maybe perhaps specifically paid ads for Europe or for
I would never done
US
that
or something.
I don't think we did that. We do have a record label called Zip Records from Netherlands. They do help us with some promotions with the record in Europe. But man, I have to say we're really lucky in Asia. Like everything just like came along like organically. Like we never paid anything like to promote our album in Japan or in Taiwan or in China. It just all happened on its own. So we're very lucky. Yeah.
So good. So this is the saying, like, it's true when the product that sells itself, you know.
Yeah.
Because sometimes a lot of artists I have here, I like to ask the question, like, do you do any social media game or whatever? Like, do you push the music somehow so that it's heard on Spotify, YouTube? And they said, you know, sometimes that is the most dreading part because as a musician, you want to make music. But sometimes that is even the more important part so that it will reach people. And I was like, wow, I never really thought about it that way.
I think our approach is a little bit different because like the first thing I want people to know is like there are scenes everywhere in the world for soul music, and then I think just trying to get to know the people in the scene and then introducing myself, that works for me. And the scene, as I said, super welcoming and then super friendly. I guess everyone's a nerd, just like you say, like kind of like minority, so we tend to unite easily. Yeah, but I do get the playlist thing, the commercial side and advertisement side, of things that we need to do as musicians. I'm super poor at that, but I try to do my best and shoot music videos and we have amazing team too, so they definitely help me a little bit with that thing.
I mean, it's been only 10 months now since the album came out, so
it's been 10 months.
Still plenty of time. I mean, it's been doing really well for the time that has been around, so
I'm very grateful. And yeah.
Okay, next question. Again, I read somewhere in the article that you said that you wanted kind of like I would say break from making music and just travel to Japan, or globally, maybe you took a trip somewhere else. Now, my question would be, did it help you to like get back on your feet and like to evaluate your role or your goal of being an artist and what it means and what you have to do?
Oh yeah, okay, I see. Yeah, I think that was just before the album was out. I was like, oh man, I was really down and I didn't feel like making music anymore. And then we had this opportunity to go visit my wife's family, as in Iwate, and then it was my first time because of the COVID time, we couldn't see each other. So I met her beautiful family, and then her uncle gave me so many like good opinions and good advices. And
is he a musician or just a wise guy?
He's a wise guy, but he's definitely a jazz music lover, and he plays the bass himself. And it's funny because I never really tell him the struggles of the career, but I think he could just see through me, and everything was very clear after he said the words, And I came home back to Taiwan, and I just finished the album so strongly, and then decided to, give it another go.
So good.
And here we are.
Man, I have such a picture of a movie scene, like the bass guys, like they know how to listen. You just walk through, and he just knows which note is playing.
Yeah.
Man, you're out of key, you're out of tune.
But there was like really a beam of light during those dark times, and I think someone from the outside who doesn't know anything about, our lifestyle, our career, but not being judgmental and just giving you like words that really means a lot to musicians. And I think, earlier we were talking about like, the Asian parent thing, the Asian family thing. And there are a lot of pressure coming from my family, for not really supporting or like not understanding why I'm doing this. And I think it's just a constant theme in Taiwan or maybe in Asia for young people to make music. And I'm glad that another family gave me some good insights. Yeah,
I think we touched upon this in our previous episode, that being musicians kind of frowned upon at some point, or maybe to some people, because it's like, you're gonna struggle, and why would you do that? But and I said that's why I'm kind of like cautious about asking, because it's personal, and as you said, to outside people, like, we don't understand what you've been through. That's why I don't know, like, how much can I ask, how much you can answer. But I'm glad.
No worries. Yeah. I think as a fellow musician, you can probably like relate to that. I don't know if you have that that kind of pressure, even from maybe playing gigs. Like, for example, you would play a gig when you just started out with a band, and then you have like 5 people come in, 10 people come in, and you feel a little bit discouraged because there's no specific scene for that music.
Right.
But as you go on, you see more and more people, and it feels good. But you definitely want a fellow musician. You would dream about being a full-time musician.
Right.
I've been dreaming that dream for that 10 years, 15 years, I think. And I think that finally happened for me this year. And I think if I didn't hear the words from, the wise bassist guy, like the wise bassist uncle, I would have just given up. Yeah.
Wow. That's inspiring. I need to meet this guy.
I was ready to go back to like teaching English. And
so no more teaching English, no more teaching guitar.
No, never now.
High five. I never had a doubt that you would be a full-time musician at some point. It's just, from all the people that come through, it always is like a matter of patience and story.
Yeah.
And obviously, all the marketing and having good music is very essential. But it's never like, hey, I made a first album and there was 3,000 people showed up and I had thousands of followers the next day. So it's nice to see that as you even make it a little picture, like there's 5 people coming in, next perform, maybe it's 10, next is that, and now you're doing the Billboard show. It's it's the right direction, just maybe not to say it could have been faster, but it had its own course and speed.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Everything's making sense now, so
yeah,
thankful.
Yes.
And it's pretty great. Made me think a lot.
Philosophy lesson. Right, so you have a Dutch label. Where
Yes,
are they
indeed.
based? In Amsterdam?
Amsterdam, yes.
Very cool.
They call Zip Records.
Zip Records.
Yeah.
Okay. I hope you have a show there soon, because there's some nice venues. Even in,
Yeah.
I used to study in The Hague, and there's this little club called Par van Troy. Smaller venue, but they had some really good musicians just coming through, and it's like a small on a tiny street next to clubs. And I was very happy because, everybody goes big cities, Netherlands, London, whatever. But in The Hague, and you would have all these musicians coming in. So
Wow.
I really hope you get to play for Dutch audience in the Netherlands.
For sure. Yeah. From what I've heard in Netherlands and Germany, in England and in France, there are so many like soul scenes going on. So definitely would like to play shows there and perhaps like tour more there.
I promise when I'm going home, I'll try to get you booked into Prague or somewhere.
It'll be very honored.
Just to see your performance again. Before we jump into maybe specific songs, if we may, what's next? Album is out, a lot of shows. Do you have any specific tours besides, you mentioned China, you have a couple in Taiwan, and have you already picked up a pen and started thinking about the next concept?
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Like besides playing shows, I mean this year in China, actually in Thailand, next year we're playing Okinawa and Japan too.
Oh.
It's really, really gonna be fun. Definitely, I've been having some concept for my next album, and initially I wanted to release more songs this year, but also my wife and I were gonna be moving to Japan next year, next March. So we're kind of busy and just looking at properties, and, you know the drill, and other things like looking at cities to live in. I think that had like consumed most of my time, but I have amazing concept for my next album, and I don't know if I should say that now. Should I share now?
Up to you. If it's a secret, whether you want to scream it out to the world.
Maybe I'll share a little bit for now. Like the next album will be about like the situation of winning and losing in life, and how we cope with it and how we deal with it. And then I want to create this strong club vibe for this record. And as you may know, like I like this soundtrack idea for each song, for each album. So, I'll still pursue that kind of style. And I want to create a very strong club scene because, as you know, like, the soul scene in Asia is rather weak. So I kind of want to create an album sound that can really make people understand and feel like they're part of this club or part of this community. So that's what I'm going for the next album.
So nice. It's like adding gas to the fire, just to kind of like make it more visible.
Oh yeah.
It's very good. I like the idea. So plenty of things to take care of, one step at a time. Best of luck to your moving. I hope you find a very comfortable and peaceful place with good neighbors. Remember that?
Oh man, we actually did, and then we got to meet the neighbors just very recently. And then it was very funny because the moment we step into our house, the neighbor like immediately opened their window and asked us like very interesting questions.
Like, are you musicians?
Oh no, they were
Okay.
they were the other things. Like it wasn't that obvious to them, but hopefully they can understand how it is to be a musician.
Did you also like reiterate and like ask questions back right away? Like, what do you think about soul music? How loud can the drums go?
No, I plan to like secretly like slowly make him
slowly.
fall in love with soul music.
Good plan. You don't want to scare
One
him off
song at
right
a
away.
time. Yes.
All right, now let's dive into your
Sure, for
specific
sure.
work. So people should have a general idea about the album by now. Okay, just before I start asking more questions, one of the tracks is called Envy and Jealousy.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the track you made some time ago and it just made its way onto the album?
Yes, that track is written, I think, 1 year prior to other songs, maybe. And I actually did a demo on it.
Is it possible that you sent me that last
think
time you
so.
were here?
I think that was a demo version.
Okay, I'm not hallucinating.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that was a demo version, but
Very good.
I mean, eventually we had the full version, so I took that down.
It changed a bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, just for the listeners, for me, could you pick your, I don't know, favorite song that was the most fun to record, the most struggling? Perhaps describe it in a couple of words or sentences so people can hear what's behind the story.
Oh man, I think definitely like Kill Me Good. The track Kill Me Good is, I think, the most difficult one to compose and to mix. And that's actually the first song I've written for the album, but the last one to finish because I wasn't sure of the theme. And then I mean, I've twitched it so many times. I had so much fun on this song because I get to put so many instruments on this one. I did the organ mixed with the string instruments, but this is, I think, considered to be a little weird to have organ and strings at the same time, but somehow I made it work, so I'm very proud of that. And I think this song, it just has so many elements in it, and then I really enjoy making this one. Yeah, it's a groovy song, and I think it's very danceable, but you can also very easily relate to it, and I hope everyone likes it.
understand, appreciate what a broken man I am. Oh, heal me again now. Love me, don't be cruel. Touch me, feel me again now. Give it all, give it soon. Heal me again now. Love me, don't be cruel. Touch me, feel me again now. I'll give it. And without a doubt, of me, you brought heartaches to this town. I hate to see the love I prescribed getting wasted all around. I see this through and through. About the way you make me move. It's the aching man, sing and dance. Believe in what you say now, honey. Hear this ailing heart of mine, longing just for another side. We can make something divine, something sweet, something nice. We can laugh and we can cry. We don't know if we don't try. I'll go on and try to blow my mind. Heal me again now. Love me, don't be cruel. Touch me, feel me again now. Give it all, give it soon. Heal me again now. Love me, don't be cruel. Touch me, feel me again now. Give it all, give it soon. Heal me again now. Love me, don't be cruel. Touch me, feel me again now. Give it all, give it soon. Heal me again now. Love me, don't be cruel. Touch me, feel me again now. Give it all, give it soon. Heal me again now. Love me, don't be cruel. Touch me, feel me again now. Give it all, give it soon. Heal me again now. Love me, don't be cruel. Touch me, feel me again now. Give it all, give it soon.
Another one, I'll say probably Honey If You're Extra. That one's funny because I think we released that song as the first one, right?
Yeah,
First
just as a single. Yeah.
And I didn't
Little
expect,
taste.
I didn't expect people to dig it so much. And once we released, I think everyone was like,
Everybody was hooked. You
Yeah,
put a
yeah,
large
that's
piece
pretty-
of. It was a good move.
It was very fun. Like I wanted to write a song that kind of a little bit personal, like a bit like freaky, but a little bit fun. Like hence the title. And if you're extra, it's about a couple, not getting enough from each other. That kind of feeling when you first fell in love with a person. Yeah, I don't know how to describe that, but that one's like very fun for me to make, and I get to channel all that 74, 73, like kind of group sound vibe, like group soul sound vibe into that song. And then to me, in soul music, there's so many different styles. Like for example, there are like sensual soul. For example, Barry White is very sensual soul, and you have like kind of funky style of soul, like a little bit bluesy style of soul music. And that one to me is a very, very like, if I have to describe it, it's kind of like the band, the main ingredient, that kind of vibe. It's like a group sound. It's very simple, and then also get the message across very easily. That's the vibe I was aiming for musically.
Yeah.
So be
have such clear concept of what you want to do, how you make it, and then you make it.
And we are all nerds in the
Chef.
band.
Yeah. So good. I really enjoyed the part of Elevated
Oh yeah, are you elevated, huh?
where it kind of goes into just guitar and then it just brings it back up. That part is so good.
Oh,
That gets me going.
great. I think you're the first one to mention that.
Really?
Yeah, and that one I supposedly designed it to sound a little bit like pro disco-ish song, and then
Maybe that's why.
yeah.
Disco fan.
Yeah, kind of like vibe, and then it was like so many songs in the 70s they had like a breakdown in between songs. I mean, within the song, sorry.
Mm.
And I kind of want to go for that.
Yeah, right. I think that's why I particularly like it. It's, as you said, exactly the word breakdown. Like maybe some chic is playing or somewhere, and they just like breakdown, and the one instrument goes, starts adding, kind of building up.
Yeah.
It's like the tension and release, and you're just like, yeah, so good.
Exactly, the tension and release. Oh yeah. We got to visit so many Japanese soul bars.
So the scene is way stronger in Japan, like than Taiwan, like
yeah, it's way
multiple
stronger.
times.
Definitely. And it's funny because I recently learned that the term soul bar only exists in Japan.
Usually,
Yeah.
you go around the world, it's jazz bar,
Yeah, it's
never
not like
soul bar.
exactly.
That's good.
Exactly.
Wow.
So one of the fun things we do nowadays, and when we visit Japan, open up the Google map and just type in soul bar, and you get a list of like different bars.
Like
on-
multiple.
yeah, at least like 5 to 10 every city.
That's a good number. Wow.
And then so that's
Mhm.
one of the things we go, and then it's funny because initially we just wanted to like relax and listen to some soul music, but now it turns out like a lot of the bar owners they already know our music. so we got to talking, and then it just we learned a lot more about the soul scenes there, and it's very funny. Like the soul bars, they are so dedicated.
So it's all live performances, or you have like old style jukebox with all the whole design and everything?
It is like very well designed, and it's very vintage and very soulful, but
Mhm.
you don't have the live performances.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it's all about the music, and then they would put on music. They would sometimes even DJ.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So records, like I think it's strictly vinyl all the time.
Not even one has live music performance. I was thinking, as a jazz bar, like all the jazz musicians go
true.
in, and I feel like this could be a nice concept. Like at least one just
That's
have
true.
all the musicians that like kind of soul and that kind of music just to meet and jam and just have performances. That'd be
Oh,
that'd be nice.
we have
nice
yet to
idea.
see one. Maybe Maho. Yeah, one in Fukuoka. I think they
Mhm.
host like solo shows.
Perfect.
Yeah, something like that. And
Mm.
yeah, we'll be meaning to play there one day.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny because like one of the bars in Fukuoka called the JB's Bar, that one's actually approved by James Brown himself. Yeah, the bar owner asked James Brown, "Can I open a bar named after you?" And JB said, "Go ahead." So that's how dedicated they are.
Oh
And
man.
it's crazy, So these are really like I think I would say like even nerdier people than me. And when it comes to soul music, and then I get to learn so much from them.
Mm.
And I think I appreciate them a lot because they also encourage new artists to make soul music,
Mm.
and they like the new ones, not just the old sounds, And I think it's very rare. Like usually, if you like vintage soul, you don't dig the modern soul sound.
Right.
And I listen to a lot of like, for example, like Daptone or Coal Mine, Big Crown Records these days. But some of the guys, they can be rather like hardcore. They will only listen to old records.
Yeah.
But the soul bar scenes in Japan, they definitely enjoy all kinds. And they have given us so much support,
Yeah, you gotta give the newcomers chance,
Yeah.
If you're only listening to old records, you're listening to good music, but you will not hear Yufu. Has it happened that you walked into a bar and your song was playing?
Not yet, but we're like we're getting recognized, and it's very interesting.
I believe it's just a matter
Yeah.
of time. If you're talking with the owner next time you come there, it's like, I know this song.
It'll be fun.
Very last question for you. If you could be the bassist uncle for today, would you have any words of wisdom for the people who are
Oh wow.
putting out an album, thinking of concept, maybe are stuck in their music journey? Would you have anything to
That's
share?
a really great question. Oh my. I think I always consider knowing yourself very important. I think you have to know yourself so much as a musician, and know your weaknesses, know your strengths, and know the market very well. I mean, it's really talk about how you survive, about survival. Music-wise, you really gotta express and reflect, yourself and the world. That's how I do it, and I think making relatable music is very, very important in this world. I mean, the music industry is just so competitive, and you gotta hold on. You gotta just trust in your sound, you know. I almost, lost faith once, but then luckily, knowing yourself enough really gets you back in the game. I think also being in touch with the community, trying to build the community and connecting with people, that's very important. Yeah. So I'll say probably in general, get in touch with the community and really get to know yourself and your sound and just fully express yourself, I guess.
And this is the end of today's episode. Thank you for listening, and check out Yufu's music for some good soul tunes. Bye bye.